Now, let's say we've got the burning yearning for classic German-style deli. Where we gotta go for the good schnitz?
Heaven. Pure heaven.
I see. Word on der Straße is Kansas City. Not to get all political here, but American delis are basically a two-party system. You either vote Jewish style or Italian style. But let's not forget, Delikatessen is a German word. It basically means a shop full of delicacies. And that's a perfect way to describe this place.
Hi, I'm Dave Miller. Welcome to Werner's here in Kansas City. Here we have lots of German food and the best handmade sausages to be had in the metropolitan area.
Werner's in Mission, Kansas, just a knockworse throw from the KC Metroplex, has been keeping the German deli tradition alive and well for over 40 years.
Our German deli is different because we hand make our own sausages, smoke our own meats right on site.
Through a long recipe tinkering process, owner Dave Miller cooked up a custom-made sausage that's a real Deutsch treat. Say Guten Tag to the cheddar beer braten. That is, unless you're gluten-free.
My proudest creation is a cheddar beer brat, which I developed myself. And I tried to make a beer brat with beer and wasn't too successful at it. I didn't get the taste that I wanted to.
The big brat breakthrough came when Dave stopped trying to get his beer flavor from actual liquid suds.
I went to what they call dehydrated beer buds, which is beer that's been dehydrated, and it's like a powder, and it gives it the proper taste. But I was still missing something, and I added the cheese, and that's what made it a home run.
He combines that extremely dry ale with salt, chicken base, and other proprietary seasonings. That'll get mixed in with pork shoulder that Dave butchers himself.
Everything is hand cut, hand inspected. We look for any blemishes to remove. We send back stuff that we don't feel that's adequate to our standards.
Do your thing, bro. That meat goes into the grinder with the seasoning mix and a big bowl of special slow-melting cheddar. Why slow melting? Dave has his reasons, which we'll reveal in a minute. But now it's time to link these lovelies out into their snappy, all-natural casing.
The natural casing is the way it should be. The rest of the casings out there on the market are collagen or plastic or a form of plastic. Even though they're edible, they don't give you the snap, the taste that a natural casing would. There is no substitute for natural casing.
Dave twists them into perfect quarter-pound portions and hangs them on a rod. From there, the cheddar beer brats make like your laziest co-workers, just hanging out and smoking half the day. After 4 hours, they're rested and ready.
Ah, yes, cooked to perfection. They have such a nice, rich brown mahogany color. These are ready to go on the grill.
And you know a perfectionist like Herr Miller is not going to leave the grilling to anyone else. They'd probably just overcook them.
By burning it up, you're just ruining the product. You just have to roll it till it starts to be juicy. You can tell they glisten, and when you squeeze them with the tongs, you can feel the firmness of them.
Hey, what was the deal with that special cheddar again?
I use high-temperature cheddar because it doesn't melt when it's being heated. And when you bite into it, you actually see the cheddar, and the first taste is always with the eyes.
Got it. Eyes first. Now back to the kitchen for final prep.
This is how I personally like mine. With a little bit of mustard, the beer and cheddar brat goes on like that, with a little bit of sauerkraut, and it's ready to be enjoyed. This is my best creation, the German beer brat.
All that attention to detail pays off.
It is extremely succulent. The inside is really juicy and the outside is really crispy. And then you definitely taste the cheddar. It's just awesome. I've been coming here since I was in high school.
Their texture's right. There's a good snap when you cook them. Everything about it is just, to me, it's the perfect sausage.
I have it all over my mouth, huh?
Dave's butchering skills have been honed over years of practice. In today's fast-paced, profit-maxed world, it's a dying art.
The art of making the customer happy, cutting a special cut, or making a crown roast is a total loss in the average grocery store. They have no idea how to even start it.
But don't despair. We can always drown our sorrows in schnitzel, those crispy coated fillets of lean meat. Dave switches out the traditional veal with something a little more PC, as in pork chops, lean hand-cut boneless pork chops.
Each one of these will make one schnitzel. I'm cutting it halfway through, and on a second cut, I cut it all the way through so I can open it up like that so it drops through the cuber.
Cuba? I thought this was a German thing. Oh, cuber, to flatten it out. Get ready, Mr. Chop. We have ways of making you tender.
This is one that's gone through the tenderizer, and this one hasn't.
That softened up chop gets coated in seasoned breadcrumbs, deep fried, and served on rye bread with your choice of fixins. And that is some kind of wunderbar.
Heaven. Pure heaven. Just as I remember from Germany.
It's magnificent. It's as tender as anything. This is German comfort food at its best.
Folks don't seem to miss the veal.
If it's cooked properly, you cannot tell the difference between the veal and the pork.
Werner's just may be the best German deli this side of the Danube. But don't take my word for it. Ask any passing Johanna, Heidi, or Gretchen.
Das beste Schnitzel, was ich schon seit langem gehabt habe.
That sounds positive.
Also besser gibt's wirklich nicht. Wunderbar.
Spoken like a true deli OG. Original German,